This video will help you understand exactly how XLReporter interfaces with your process data through data connectors. Data connectors represent the data sources for your project. They're added to the project during the Project Setup Wizard and can also be added and modified from connectors on the Data tab of the Project Explorer. An advantage to the connector approach is that a change in the connector definition has no cascading effect on the rest of the project. For example, if my historian is reinstalled on a new server on my SCADA network, then I simply change the connector at the project level, and no further reconfiguration to my templates or any other part of the project is required. XLReporter offers a comprehensive list of connectors that represent both native interfaces to software from Rockwell Automation, GE Digital, Wonderware, and other industry leaders, as well as open interfaces like OPC, DA, UA, and HDA, along with OLEDB and ODBC databases. Connectors are divided into three main categories: real-time, history, and database. And your access to each of these connector types is based on your software license. For example, in GE software, we can use real-time connectors to the live data in the iFix HMI, as well as connectors to historical data in the iFix classic log files and the GE historian. A database connector represents a data source that isn't necessarily related to process history, but is stored in a relational database. XLReporter's analytic values and manual data entry values connectors are also part of this database category. Once a connector has been added to the project, a catalog can be added to it. A connector catalog is an offline list of tags or data points inside the connector that can be used for the purposes of design and development work while disconnected from the data source, as well as restricting the tags available to a user who's generating an on-demand report. For example, in an open on-demand report that's been designed around pump runtime information, I would restrict the tags that a user could select to those that represent my pump equipment. When using XLReporter's team clients, tag browsing is always done from the connector catalog. Finally, XLReporter has no limitation on the number of connectors that can be added to a project, and there's no limitation on the amount of data that can be collected from any connector. For more information, visit us online at www.scitech.com.